Welcome into another telecast of LMC Varsity Sports. I'm Charlie McGraw. We are here at Mamaroneck High School for a final regular season field hockey game, final home game for Mamaroneck as they take on John Jay Cross River. And John Jay Cross River 7-4-4. Mamaroneck is 11-3-1. And the Tigers celebrated Senior Day. We'll have the coming up next will be the Senior Day video and the introductions, and then we'll have the opening hit here, which should be a very good field hockey game on LMC Varsity Sports.
Okay, we'll start. We have 8 seniors that we're celebrating today. I'm not going to get into long bios because I think this team is made up of individuals and play for a team, but I will give you some good news. 3 of our girls have been nominated for the Golden Dozen Award, which means the top 12 athletes for their academics, community service, and field hockey. So we have 3 of them. Abby Troy, Caitlin Rogoff, and Maddie Silverstein. And the nominations aren't in, but coaches, we vote on all section, honorable mention, all league. I'm of the opinion, because of the year we had, that these folks in front of you are up for some awards, probably honorable mention, all league, or all league. Every one of them will fall within that category. I'm sure we'll have a couple of all section, and I will mention all section. And I would venture to say, from this group, one all-state, maybe another all-state player. So this has been a learning year. It's been a tough year. They fought through a lot of adversity. One of the adversities we fought through, the community fought through, was the death of a mentor, a coach, and a friend to these kids. And they kind of taught me a lesson that Sav, get it done. Change the game. And I just want to compliment Barry Suman. Where are you? Barry Suman called over to Scarsdale and probably wouldn't take no for an answer. And we were able to switch the game at a time where some of these kids who wanted to play, but also honor an individual. Barry, thank you very much for that. Okay, the first young lady, Sam. She doesn't know it, but Sam's been playing really hard, and today she will be starting for us. Yeah. Sam has been on a learning curve the whole year and has really stepped up, and she's doing amazing things for us. So you get right next to Sam.
I know.
I can only hold my stomach so long. I know. Let's move back. Want us to move back? Okay. Thank you.
Yes, Sam. Yes, Sam. I know, because I have it today. I know, because I have it today.
Next young lady, Abby. Abby.
He's far back.
No, it's fine.
Abby was instrumental in explaining to me why it's important for several of these players to be at a funeral and pay homage to a person that affected them. So I kind of learned a lesson about what's really important in this world, as well as Sophie Showers. We had nice conversations, and they've asked me, "You sure you've done everything you can?" And I said to myself, maybe I haven't. And that's when I went into the athletic office again, and that's when Barry and I sat down, and we got it done. So to those 2 young ladies, they taught me a lesson about what's really important. That's okay.
Stop. It's over here.
Hey, look at Melissa. Quickly, just do it quickly.
Okay.
Okay, we're good.
Let's go, Abby.
Hey, Alexander Morelli's been asked to do a lot of things this year. She was a defender. She played center forward, left back, right back. She's done an amazing job. Come on out. Don't want to bring the picture with you.
Right.
Right next to your door.
All right. Perfect.
Thank you. Sarah, get on the other side of the lane.
Always last.
Maddie Silverstein. Last year, Maddie scored some important goals for us to help us win games. This year, she's doing the same thing. She makes the most out of her time. She has started for us. She has kind of come off the bench for us. She's gotten a lot of time in a short amount of time, and every time she's out there, she's working really hard, not complaining about the time. So it's been a pleasure coaching her.
Hey, Maddie.
You can go closer, go. You can go closer.
Hey, Peter. We're ready. Thank you, Peter. Okay, the next 3 are captains in this program, and captains take a lot of work to do, and they're selected. And these 3 were probably unanimous, pretty close to unanimous by their peers. And I thought they made really great decisions, and Sam Maresca was the other 4th captain. And I think those 4 really helped us. So it's been a pleasure coaching them. It's been a pleasure having them coach their fellow students. First one up is Sophie Showers. Sophie Showers just cost her teammates 5 suicides because of the jewelry. So, Sophie's been one of those players. Sweeper last year, all-section player, honorable mention all-section last year. She played up, she played back. She's been doing an amazing job for us.
Telephone.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very short notice.
We did the best we could in one night.
I'm just looking at making sure it's
Hey, next young lady, Caitlin Rogalov. One of the things I could say about Caitlin is, with the exception of putting on goalkeeping pads, she has probably helped us by playing every position in the field. Defense, offense, sweeper. So she's one of our captains and was chosen by her peers, and she comes with a smile and a hard work ethic that you just can't believe until you actually see her. So it's been my pleasure watching. Why don't we move back a little bit?
Oh yeah, look how that works.
Back a little bit, because if we're a wide lens here. Come on, come on. Right there. I'm going to go right next to you. I like it. Got it? Got it. Okay.
Limited.
This is the great shot.
Okay, the next two young ladies will be playing at the college level. And before I get to them, I must let some of you know what goes on with helping them choose a college, understand a resume, get it filmed, and then talk to the coaches. And this is all done for our kids, and it's all done by Tricia Miller. And she does an amazing job, so I just want to give her the, and she does it every year on her own time, spending hours. Other places are charging for it. She does it because she loves the kids and she loves the program. And we're a team too, and the record I have is really the record we both have. And the accolades maybe I get because I'm the quote-unquote head coach belong to her and myself. So I just want to thank them personally. I've been told to say, can't say committed till all the forms get signed, but this young lady will be playing at Tufts, an elite program.
Really?
She's played right wing, center forward, left defense player wherever we needed her, and that's been some of the things we had to get used to, people moving around. Both of you right next to her. Okay. Hey, Sarah, come on up. Just a few words about Sarah. Sarah is an elite goalkeeper, and so is Sam. And it's a pleasure to have them, but it's a tough thing when you have two kids that want to compete. Never have I heard a negative word from Sarah. And this year she has, I think, 6 games where she's allowed 1 goal and 5 shutouts. So she will be playing at Amherst next year, well deserved. And that package that Miller has, the kind of heart you have to be a competitor and maybe sit on the bench a little longer than you thought, but never a complaint, and being positive and being a leader. And when we have halftime or timeouts, she's constantly positively talking. I don't know if I could name 5 other kids that could do that kind of job and be that kind of person, and it's my pleasure. And I don't like isolating, but the gifts I gave them were little tigers. I got a little bigger one for Sarah.
Sorry.
Last but not least, where'd Barry go?
Right here.
Barry Suman, thank you very much.
Thank you, Barry.
There you go. And Tricia Miller.
Thank you so much, you guys.
Parents, thank you. Let's have some fun.
Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, Mamaroneck on Senior Day will start with the opening hit, and it'll be taken by the Tigers Lane Pearson, one of the seniors honored today by Coach Savage in his introductions. Good job by LMC Varsity sports producer and cameraman Rob Moretti, who's setting up cameraman Shane McIver over there, and noticed that they were having it as a penalty corner first of the game, won by the Tigers, 30 seconds in. Setting up our cameraman and noticed that they were going to have the senior day ceremonies about a half hour, 35 minutes before the game, so he grabbed the camera that the cameraman on the field, Shane McIver, was going to use, and shot the senior day ceremonies for the 15-20 minutes when Coach John Savage honored the 8 seniors on his team. And he also gave shout out to his assistant Tricia Miller and Barry Suleman, the athletic director, at the end of the ceremony. As Mamaroneck will keep it, and John Jay will have it. Mamaroneck going in the white with the orange numbers, going right to left on your screen. And John Jay going left to right as John Jay has it now, and they play it forward. John Jay Cross River Indians 7-4-4. The Mamaroneck Tigers 11-3-1 with losses to Lakeland, a recent loss to Scarsdale 1-0, and Oak Knoll of New Jersey. And they also tied Horace Greeley 1-1 earlier in the season. Minute 45 gone by, no score, no shots by either team, just the one penalty corner for the Tigers. And their final regular season home game, Class A Mamaroneck, as that one was saved by the goalie Brennan. Ashley Brennan, the senior from John Jay Cross River, kicked out the first shot. It's tough to tell who shot it, though, for the Tigers. The blue, red-blue line is out of bounds. As that shot is just wide, a nice shot taken by Lane Pearson. Laney Pearson, excuse me. Laney Pearson's shot was a high one, and it went just wide off the side of the net and then Mamaroneck gets it back after they played it up. So Laney Pearson with the best chance of the day in the first 3 minutes and 30 seconds. First game I'm announcing from the brand new press box here in Mamaroneck. Very nice. Still a little under construction, still adding some things, but very nice. It will come in handy when the weather is good. It's not cold today, but it's a little chilly, a little brisk. But maybe in the next week or two, when it's real cold during the playoffs, we'll be able to, in the indoor press box here, it'll be nice and it'll be warmer at least than outside. Although we'll have to have it'll still be a little chilly in here because of the window open. Yeah, for the cable. Right now it's fine to keep it open since it's nice and not too cold yet. Almost 5 minutes gone by, 4 minutes and 40 seconds, no score on senior day girls field hockey Mamaroneck and John Jay Cross River. Laney Pearson has it, and it'll be an infraction on her, so it'll go to John Jay, where it'll be played up by Schaefer, Ashley Schaefer. The Indians play it forward. Foul on tri-captain Sydney Phillips by John Jay, and it'll be Mamaroneck ball at the 30-yard line. Played up.
Sorry, Randy. Sorry, gotta be good.
Kick there, but played legally by John Jay's Elena O'Connor, another tri-captain. And that one will go to the Tigers, and they'll push it forward. Lily Margoski will have it. She'll play it ahead of Caitlin Rogoff. Rogoff towards the goal, and it'll go out for a free hit for for John Jay Cross River. Have the same colors as what Clarkstown North. Yeah, the purple. Exact same colors. It's interesting, I saw Twitter, Rob, yesterday the game you did, were both teams wearing black? The volleyball game?
No.
Oh, was KO wearing navy or something? Navy and then black. But in volleyball you could get away with it because it's on the separate sides, but interesting sometimes how similar colors can clash. Sport like volleyball, the only one really, because they're on opposite sides of the net the whole time. The players don't really touch each other, get next to each other, where they could misidentify by passing it to somebody on the other team because of their jersey. That and tennis, I guess, are the two sports where you could wear the exact same. Occasionally tennis players do have the exact same thing on. It's kind of funny. Two players sponsored by Adidas or something, they wear the same outfit as John Jay Cross River. Plays it forward here, and they will get it in front of their bench, and it'll be played by Sydney Phillips. John Jay is looking for their first shot on outstanding junior goalkeeper Samantha Maresca. Prefers Sam, right? Sam, oh no, Samantha. Samantha Maresca. Yeah, she's been a star goalie for the Tigers. Doesn't get tested much, but when she does, she makes the saves. Although I'm sure this year she's got tested more as they lost 3 games to Lakeland. To Lakeland 3 or 4. I think it was 4-0. Scarsdale 1-0, and Oak Mill powerhouse from New Jersey. Lakeland. Oak Knoll, they lost 6-0. Wow, they must have been good. Was that in Jersey? Oh, so they went to Oak Knoll, New Jersey, and lost 6-0 earlier in the season. Play towards the box. Maresca makes a move for it, but it's stopped by the last defender before it can get to her, and that was Amanda Zerbib. Zerbib got it right before Maresca, and now Zerbib will have a free hit at the 20 as there's an infraction on John Jay Cross River, as there is now 9 minutes gone by in this first half. 2 30-minute halves, no overtime in regular season. That's why Mamaroneck has a tie against Greeley. And John Jay Cross River has 4 ties. Because with the records, it's wins, losses, ties. Sometimes people confuse where the wins, or where the ties and the losses go, but it's losses, then ties. After the wins, of course. Penalty corner, first of the game for the Indians. It'll be taken by John Jay's Morgan Burhans, Jr. playing it to Sydney Phillips. Phillips plays it. It's faked at. A nice save by Maresca. Her first of the game. She comes all the way out and stops it by Phillips and gets the violation. So 2 saves for Maresca on that sequence. Aggressive play by her led to the 2 saves. $10 minutes, 35 seconds gone by, 0-0. 2 saves for Samantha Maresca all on that last sequence, and 1 save for her counterpart, the senior, also senior. Oh, actually, Maresca's a junior. Senior Brennan. Ashley Brennan from John Jay has 1 save. Tigers also hit the side of the goal. That doesn't count as a save, obviously. Possible foul coming instead. Interference called by Lainey Pearson. So it'll be free hit. That was kind of muffed at. It only went about 5 yards for John Jay, and Mamaroneck was able to steal it right back. Foul, though, committed by the Tigers. Sophia Velasco. Nice play, shot. Velasco has it in front, and a kick save number 2 made by Ashley Brennan on the Velasco shot right in front of her. Mamaroneck gets it back. Played up by Sophie Showers. A little sluggish start here for the Tigers on senior day. 12 minutes, 15 seconds gone by, and John Jay Cross River looking for the first goal as they get it close in, and it'll have to be stolen in front of the, well in front of the circle, but it was about the 10-15 yard line away from the goal by the Tigers. Making the defensive steal was Abby Troy. Played up by the Tigers, looking for the first goal of the game in front. A diving save made by Brennan, and a shot scored by Lainey Pearson, assisted by Velasco. So the goalie, Brennan, made her 3rd save of the day, kind of popped it up, and then it was kind of batted back, almost unintentionally, but not really on purpose, but was able to play it and right to her teammate, Pearson. So an assist for Sophia Velasco as she got it right after Brennan kind of punched it out for her 3rd save, and then Pearson scored it in the air on a slap shot about 10 yards in front of the goal, as Brennan couldn't scramble and was nowhere near to saving it. So first goal, about 13 at the 13-minute mark of the first half for Lainey Pearson, assisted by Sophia Velasco, and the Tigers lead 1-0. Carried in by the Tigers. And picked up by Coach Savage on the sidelines, and a free hit for the Tigers as it went off of John Jay Cross River. Double team there, but getting out of it on a nice move was Zerbeb. 30 seconds shy of the halfway point of this first half. 1-0 Tigers. Free hit coming for Velasco. And she plays it, and illegally, and it'll go right back to John Jay Cross River. Brought up by John Jay Cross River, carried by Ella Blum, the other tri-captain. Blum has it. She's carried about 20, 30 yards already. Went from her right side to her backhand, basically forehand side to her back hand side, dribbling it all the way up, and was able to carry it and getting in on it and winning a penalty corner as she got hit with the stick was Catherine Mercer. So it'll be second PC of the day for the John Jay Cross River Indians. Should have one more than the Tigers. Penalty corner number 3 coming for the Tigers. I mean, for the Indians, excuse me. So it'll be played out of bounds and a free hit coming for the Tigers. Stolen once again by Blum. She's made a couple good plays for John Jay Cross River. Again, she's carrying it more than 25, 30 yards, taking on the Mamaroneck D, and this time she stopped in her tracks, and Mamaroneck will play it forward. Last time she got that penalty corner. 12 minutes gone left in the first half, 1-0. Mamaroneck on a goal by the senior on senior day, Laney Pearson, assisted by Sophia Velasco on a shot at the beginning of the circle on a slap shot that rise high, nothing the goalie could do. Brennan, as she was out of the goal, and on the assisted by Sophia Velasco on the back pass. And it's brought forward here by the foul. Continuation as the Tigers play on. Nearly led to a goal as it was stopped, but then they allowed continuation on the foul for Rogoff, Caitlin Rogoff, another senior for the Tigers. Sub for the Tigers, Ava Gristina will come out, and coming back in will be Velasco. timeout taken by Mamaroneck. We'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. 10:07 left, 1-0 Tigers here at Mamaroneck High School. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, a long time out as it took about 2-3 minutes. I guess it was taken by John Jay because they started with the ball, so it had to have been. But Coach Savage was coaching, giving a lot of coaching instructions during his timeout, his portion of the timeout. But it was one of those Rob and I were saying to each other during the timeout there. It was the longest field hockey timeout he's ever could remember, and it was about 2-3 minutes. Even when we did the regional game and stuff, if they took a timeout, it was never that long. Very weird. This game also started 5 to 10 minutes late. We thought it was supposed to be at 3. They never told us, and Rob saw on Twitter from the Great Jungle, a trip there by Pearson. Actually, she drew the foul. It was called against Tobin, but they saw on Twitter. Until yesterday, we had everyone scheduled to work this game. We thought it was going to be at 3 o'clock. Rob had I thought it was scheduled for 3. We went and he saw on the Jungle's Twitter that it was, which is the great high school sports Twitter that actually was started by former LMC announcer Mac Benson, and is still actually now works for ESPN behind the scenes. Very good worker. That's a great job for him. But anyway, so he was. So they tweeted that it was at 4:45. We thought it was at 3. So they had never told us. I guess during the week they switched the JV game. The JV game was at 3, and they switched it with the varsity game. So the JV game, I guess, was supposed to be at 4:45, and now the varsity game started at 4:45, and the JV game started at 3. So might need the lights later, probably not. Maybe towards the end of the second half. Again, there's no overtime, so in regular season field hockey. That's why the Tigers have their 1 tie with Greeley, and John Jay has their 4 ties. Played in by the Tigers. Free hit coming for Abby Troy with 7:25. Another senior for the Tigers. The 8 seniors are backup goalie Sarah Nidus, Sophie Showers, Maddie Silverstein, Alexandra Morelli. Penalty corner won by the Tigers. Lainey Pearson has the only goal in the game. Samantha Damasi, Abby Troy, and Caitlin Rogoff. Honored before the game by Coach Savage. Seniors. Every senior took a picture with Coach Savage and Coach Miller and their parents. Nice moment, as it'll be the penalty corner taken by Amanda Zerbud. There, shot wide by Pearson. Be a free hit. It was the second penalty corner for the Tigers. John Jay has had 3. Usually the Tigers always have more penalty corners than their opponents. Also, when the team's winning, they usually have more as well. Even though it's just the 1-0. Since it's close right now. Will be brought up by John Jay with 5:35 left. Free hit coming for the Tigers. And right in front of the John Jay Cross River bench as the clock continues to tick down to 5:15.
Brought up by the Tigers here.
Go, Laney!
Intercepted by Amanda Zerbub. She plays it wide to Margoski. And it'll be a free hit coming for the Tigers with 4:35.
Yeah, I will.
And it'll be a free hit coming for Mamaroneck with 3:45 left. Just the 3 shots for the Tigers. Actually 4 shots because they scored on the fourth one. 3 saves for Brennan and 2 saves from Maresca. So 4 shots for Mamaroneck on goal. They had a couple of shots go wide. One even hit the side of the net. Doesn't count as a shot on goal. And 2 shots on goal, all in the same sequence that were saved by Maresca. Besides that, there was like a 30-second sequence where Maresca had those 2 shots that she faced. She did a great job, but she made it initial save, and then she cut off the angle. She ran about 10 yards out of her goal and cut it off and played it wide and made the save, and then drew a foul. And that, besides those 30 seconds to a minute, she hasn't had any action. Although there has been a couple. Penalty corner, third of the day, won by the Tigers with 2:23, a perfect opportunity to score that big second goal right before the end of the first half. So it'll be taken by Amanda Zerbub once again. And she'll play it. And the shot by Lainey Pearson is knocked aside. For now, play back to Pearson. And Pearson passes it and redirected. And wide of the goal mouth, and it was stopped. It was caught by Lily Margoski, but then it was played by the stop by Jay, still stopped by Jay, and a penalty corner number 4 coming with 1:35 and counting remaining in this first half. Kept in on the penalty corner by Margoski once again, and she has it, and blocked by Jay. Redirected by the Tigers and just wide of the goal. Kept in by Mamaroneck, and it's stopped by John Jay. It's popcorned out and shot, and it's scored. So it's a goal by the Tigers. And it was shot by Sophie Showers. Might have been deflected home. I will go get that, as I also need number 2's name, as Rob's roster does not have number 2. Shocking. And then with 47 seconds to go, Mamaroneck takes the lead. I'm pretty sure Showers shot it in, and then it was deflected by number 2. I have to double check who that is, but 47 seconds. Tigers lead 2-0 on a big goal off that penalty corner. Played up by the Tigers on the far side of the field. 20 seconds up. Played up by Abby Troy. Intercepted by John Jay Cross River. 5 seconds left, and it'll be played up by John Jay Cross River. And the end of the half, the Tigers lead 2-0 over John Jay Cross River on Senior Day. We'll be right back with the second half. Back here on LMC TV Varsity Sports, it'll be John Jay Cross River ball to start the second half as Mamaroneck started with it. In the second half, a goal by, it looks like Sophie Showers, and Lainey Pearson scored the first goal for the Tigers as they lead 2-0. It was 45 seconds left in the first half when they scored their second goal, which is tough to tell who scored. It looked like it was either Showers or a player not on the roster. We'll get you that in the post-game show. There'll be a free hit coming for John Jay Cross River. That will be played up by John Jay Cross River, and they will have a free hit. As the two teams obviously switch sides, so going left to right now, Mamaroneck with the white and orange numbers on your screen, and right to left is John Jay Cross River in the purple and white lettering. As the lights are on, even though it's still bright out. Be a free hit for John Jay and Melina O'Connor. Played up by the Indians. Free hit coming as 3 minutes, 15 seconds gone by in the second half. Still 2-0 Mamaroneck. Free hit coming as they'll have to reset it. For John Jay.
Tigers!
Wow, that hit. Ball hit square in the head by another player who's not on our roster. We'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC TV, it was actually number 18, Sofia Velasco, who assisted on the first goal on the back pass to Lainey Pearson. She got hit in the head with the ball. Coach Savage and Miller and the trainer came sprinting on, and they were able to carry her off the field as she's going through. You have to believe is like concussion protocol. It has to be concussion protocol as they're testing her, because that ball is not soft. It's a hard ball, and the way it was hit by the John Jay player, and just from the, even if you were looking down, just by the groans of the crowd and the ooh and ah, we hope that she'll be okay, and no one. Concussions, very tough injury, one of the toughest in sports. So hopefully Sofia Velasco will be okay, and I imagine she'll be out for the rest of the game, or at least she definitely should be after that. She's sitting on the bench and being tended to by the trainer and assistant coach Miller. They brought her a jacket, and coach, athletic director Barry Sulman even goes over to see if she's okay. So you have to take all precautions with possible concussions, and very serious thing. That's actually, I did my high school, my college, when I was in college, my college senior essay, I did it on concussions. So I interviewed some, a couple kids I went to high school with got some bad concussions, so I interviewed them and stuff, but it was very jaw-dropping, just the stats and everything. What happens with concussion, it's very bad, it's a problem, it's a bad thing. So hopefully Velasco will be okay. As there's 24-20 left in the game. Tigers up 2-0. As it'll be a free hit for the Tigers, and then they turn it right over, and John Jay Cross River gets a free hit. .23:30. Actually, not the last game of the day, as it's almost 6 o'clock here. Saw it's a JV football game next for, I think it looked like Scarsdale. Scarsdale and Mamaroneck are playing at 6:30 or 7. Probably not 6:30, because this one won't end until about 6:10. 6:15 actually. Before this was the JV field hockey game, and then JV football game between Scarsdale and Mamaroneck, because Mamaroneck lost in varsity football 33 to 6 to 7. 27-16. They were down like 27-7, but 27-16. Did you ever get any of our announcers or no? Oh, Wine. Oh yeah, that's good. Doesn't he go there? Yeah. So the Alex Weinberg. Alex Weinberg, who I announced the game with last night. Alex Weinberg, we announced the game of the year, Mamaroneck 51-50 over Irvington in football last week. You know what's crazy about that game? It was getting dark, like towards the end. This game was a 3-hour football game, 3 to 6. But anyway, the homecoming, they won 51-50. Alex Weinberg, and he announced that game for on the Scarsdale network. He actually goes to Scarsdale, but they asked to borrow one of our announcers, and they were able to get him, which was good. But yeah, 27-17 They won at Scarsdale beat Mamaroneck in football. Now the JV will play after this. As 8 minutes and a half gone by, still 2-0. Tigers on the 2 first half goals. Stolen by Mamaroneck. Neither team with a shot in this second half. Just the 3 saves for Brennan and the 2 goals allowed and the 2 saves for Maresca, all in the same sequence. Foul committed by Ava Christina. Free hit coming for John Jay Cross River as Coach Savage will make a couple subs. And the defense will have it here. This will be played by Zerbeb. Timeout Mamaroneck as they'll use their first timeout in the second half, and we'll be right back. 2-0 Tigers with 20 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in the game. Back here on LMC TV Varsity Sports following the John Savage timeout, as we'll hit the 20-minute mark left in the game here with the Tigers up 2-0. A couple timeouts taken by Coach Savage already in this one. I think he called the timeout right before, even though it was on a free hit for John Jay, I'm pretty sure he took that timeout in the first half too, so he's used 2 of his timeouts. Which obviously tells you he's not too happy with his team's play, even though they're up 2-0. Free hit coming for the Tigers. This will be played back by Jacoby Kendall. Yeah, Jacoby Candle, excuse me. It's Candle with a K. Off the back foot of Ava Christina, so it'll go to the Indians. Tigers will hit it out. As it'll be played up by John Jay Cross River. In field hockey, the only time there's a stoppage in the clock is when there's a timeout or a like a card, when they're about to give like a card or a goal. Otherwise, it's a running clock. Similar to stoppages in soccer. Goal, card. But you can't call a timeout in soccer. There's no timeouts like they have in field hockey. Also, they play 2 40-minute halves instead of 30. Is a hard shot there, just wide, deflected, save made. So it was going to go wide, but punched out by the goalie Brennan on the shot by Ava Christina, the sophomore, for the Tigers. 17 minutes remaining in this contest. Tigers up by 2-0, but haven't allowed any shots on goal this half. And controlling the time of possession they have had about maybe 65-35, maybe even 70-30 out-possessing them, for the Tigers in favor of Mamaroneck. Also an update, looked like Sophia Velasco was walked off with athletic director Barry Suleman on the side of the field and left the game, so maybe to go get evaluated for a concussion or something, but hopefully she'll be okay, so our thoughts and prayers go out to her, as concussions are a very tough injury. As if it is a concussion, she'd probably be out for the season. This will be played in by John Jay, and they'll win a penalty corner. They're 4th of the game, so first time they've got the ball this far in this half on this side of the field, and they're 4th of the game, as John Jay Cross River will look to score their first goal. Mamaroneck's had 4 as well. They both had 4 penalty corners now. It'll be taken by Morgan Burhans again with 15 minutes left. Halfway through the second of the 30-minute halves. The shot is kicked, deflected. It looked like, he said it was off of John Jay, but it looked like, yeah, as it went off of, well, actually, I guess the redirect went high, so it's out of bounds off John Jay, so it'll be a free hit coming for the Tigers, Zerbeb, with 14:35. And it'll be a free hit coming for Margaret Puccio, the freshman from the Indians. Played in and stolen and hit about 30 yards forward by Abby Troy. For our post-game interview, Rob, in your first game you did and stuff, who'd you guys interview? Nobody? So probably going to interview Lainey Pearson, as she had the first goal, senior, and Coach Savage, obviously. Because that's must-see TV, the Coach John Savage interview. The legend with the legendary interviews. That one's a penalty corner one, as it was kicked by the Tigers. So a penalty corner one on the play by Annabelle Brennan. So both seniors, Annabelle's a freshman. It's got to be her older sister, Ashley, the goalie. Be played in by John Jay Cross River on a cross by Ella Blum, who had the impressive carries of 30-40 yards dribbling the ball in the first half twice. But that shot was well wide, but it was a hard attempt. It was more a crossing pass, as the ball will be repositioned by the referee. And for Mamaroneck with 12:15 left in this game. It'll be high dribble carry by Melina O'Connor. Actually saw this week on Sports Center, as it'll be the 6th penalty corner of the game. The 8th play, I think it was in the middle of the week, maybe like Thursday. No, it might have been Tuesday. Well, Thursday or Tuesday. The 8th play was a Division III game. It was a field hockey player was carrying. I think she like carried it and then scored it. It was an unbelievable play, but good play to see at Sports Center. As it'll be carried up, a foul first, so it'll be a free hit coming for the Tigers with 11 minutes left as they lead 2-0 with the 2 goals scored in the first half by Pearson and Showers. 2 seniors, although unofficially the Showers goal might have been deflected in on her shot. This will be carried in by Mamaroneck here. Stolen by John Jay and Puccio with 10:15 left in this game.
Go Tigers! Keep it up!
It'll be a free hit coming for John Jay, stolen by the Tigers, and stolen right back by John Jay, and then a free hit for the Tigers taken, as we'll have a timeout taken by John Jay. We'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on LMC Varsity Sports following the timeout. We think it was by John Jay crossover. Refs never indicated, but either way, it's a timeout. Coach Savage used one, but I think he got 2.5. So he could have used one possibly. As they lead with 9:30 left, as the Tigers are up 2-0, and John Jay has it here though. Maresca hasn't had to make a save in the second half, has 2 in the game. 4 saves for Ashley Brennan. 1 shot on goal for Tigers. They've had 3 penalty corners the second half for John Jay crossover. None for the Tigers. With 9 minutes remaining in this game. Played forward by Natalie Mullen. Free hit coming by the Tigers, played back quickly by Jacoby Candle. Played in and a save made. Nice one to cut off the crossing pass by Ashley Brennan for number 5 of the day. With 8 minutes to go now. And Brennan looking just to keep it at a 2-0 deficit for her Indians, although Mamaroneck dominated the second half, they haven't scored. But time of possession, they're about 70-30 now, and the second half, and they've had the ball a lot longer than the Indians and more chances, although they've had 7 penalty corners total, and Mamaroneck just had 4. No one scored off a penalty corner. The 2 goals scored by Mamaroneck were not off penalty corners. 13 minutes left in the first half. Laney Pearson, assisted by Sophia Velasco, left the game with possible concussion, and that one will be a penalty corner right on cue, as the Tigers will take their 5th penalty corner of the day, first in the second half, and it'll be taken by Amanda Zerbev once again. See if the Tigers can capitalize on their 5th penalty corner of the day. Played and a shot, scored! Tigers, Lainey Pearson, right off the penalty corner as it goes directly from Zerbev. She gets the assist, the junior, and the 2nd goal, and a definite spot in our post-game interview for Lainey Pearson as she has 2 of the 3 goals for the Tigers, the 1st and the 3rd, with 6:45 left on it. I have to ask her about that penalty corner. As 5th of the day, 1st penalty goal off a penalty corner for either team. 12th total penalty corner as John Jay is 0 for 7 scoring off penalty corners, and the Tigers now 1 for 5. So a nice goal by Pearson. Both her goals were similar. That one was about 2 yards, 3 yards further back. That was just outside the circle. The first one was just inside it on the nice pass by Velasco, who got injured and had to come off. She actually left the game and maybe went to the hospital as possible concussion. She got hit with a nasty play with the ball right in the head, basically. In a minute or 2, she was on the ground. We were able to take her out. As this one goes towards the goal, and it'll be a kick by Mamaroneck, so it'll be a free hit for John Jay Cross River with 5:50 left. And obviously we wish the best, and thoughts and prayers go out to Sofia Velasco, as she had a nice assist, and I hate to see someone get injured with the way she did too, the ball to the head. As they only have the eye protection, they don't wear any helmets obviously in field hockey, and those balls are hard, and you don't see it happen much, but it does happen. It's definitely hard to watch, as it'll be, and definitely hard to deal with, so hopefully she will be okay, as it'll be just because she was able to walk off, although she was carried off by Coach Savage. It'll be it'll be John Jay who has it here, looking to break up the Mariska shutout, just the 2 saves, but shutout nonetheless, as the Tigers are 4 minutes and 50 seconds away from their 12th win and going 12-3-1, and then that'll drop John Jay to 7-5-4. As final 4:35 left here. Thank you for joining us. I'm Charlie McGraw alongside our cameraman Rob Moretti and Jeff Radow and Shane MacGyver here at Mamaroneck Memorial Field with 4:15 from the new press box. Still not 100% complete, but definitely a lot warmer than being outside with our, because that's where our cameramen are. It'll be a free hit coming with 4 minutes exactly remaining in this one. Tigers up 3-0. Brought in by Mamaroneck. Towards the goal, kicked away for save number 6 by Ashley Brennan on the pass shot by Caitlin Rogoff with 3:20 remaining. Foul on White, or deflected off White, and it'll go to the Indians with 3 minutes remaining.
Come on, Tigers!
Brought up by Mamaroneck, played and intercepted nicely by Ashley Schaefer. Free hit, slap forward by Natalie Mullen. Soon the younger sister of Emily Mullen, former standout on the Tigers a couple years ago. A 5'6" years age difference then. I think she was a senior about 2-3 years ago. Got the nod of approval from Rob. LMC Varsity community sports producer Rob Moretti on camera. Right outside the press boxes, we're connected with the wire. 2 minutes left in this one. Make sure you follow him. He's yearning for 34 more followers on Twitter to get him at 1,000. That would be great if you were the 1,000th follower, but he's at 966 with only following 110 at LMC TV Sports on Twitter. Gives you every score update via a retweet if we're not there of all the Mamaroneck and Mamaroneck Twitters. It's where you find everything on his retweets, and then tweets every scoring update when we're there. So definitely Mamaroneck, Ryeneck, if you're a fan or resident or anything, you got to be following him on at LMC TV Sports. As we're 50 seconds to go. And they go towards the goal. Maresca with a nice save, a diving save. Good effort by Maresca to keep the shutout intact on Annabelle Brennan, who was trying to break up the shutout and almost did, and a diving save by Maresca, number 3, only save in the second half, and came with 50 seconds to go in the game. And that'll probably be the difference of a shutout. Nice save by Maresca, showing off for world-class goal tending ability. It'll be dribbled in by John Jay across river with 10 seconds left. It's cleared by Mamaroneck and just kept in on the sideline. Great job there. Hard to see from here, but I think it was Maddie Silverstein. It was Maddie Silverstein. Good job, and saved it from going out as the game ends with the final score 3-0 Mamaroneck over John Jay Cross River with the 2 goals by Lainey Pearson leading the way. And interview her, and we'll be right back with the post-game interviews with Coach John Savage and the post-game analysis here on LMC TV. 3-0 as the Tigers improve to 12-3-1 here on their senior day, and John Jay falls to 7-5-4 on LMC Varsity Sports. Back here on the post-game show with Lainey Pearson, and Lainey, you had 2 goals today on senior day. How did that feel?
I felt really good. Yeah, it was really nice.
And what did you think about all the senior presentation and everything as a senior today? And you guys played well as a team, and you got the win, and it's got to be almost close to a playoff game to play on senior day as a senior.
Yeah, I think today was really important. The juniors and the JV team did a really good job of just preparing us and getting us really excited, and I'm just really excited to see how far our chemistry takes us, because I think we have a really good team right now.
Yeah, and what do you think of your team's chances? You have a couple, like 1 or 2 regular season games left, and then the playoffs. And what do you think of this team and your chances come playoff time?
I think we have a lot of heart as a team, and I think that all of us really, really want to get as far as we can. It's just a matter of putting our energy and our time into productive ways and just moving forward like that. Back
here on the post-game show with Coach John Savage. And Coach, what did you think of today's game?
I thought for, pretty big segments, especially in the beginning, we kind of dominated and we were doing all the right things, but we weren't finishing in the circle. All our efforts were kind of coming up empty. So if we have that same effort, get into the circle, we really have to be in good position to finish, and I think we'll work on that. We've been working on it all year. Sometimes they do it, sometimes they don't, but they stayed with it. It's an exceptional energy game that we're going to need because sectionals are starting, and I'm very proud of this year. It was a learning year, people playing new positions, sophomores, juniors, seniors. It was an interesting year to coach these kids.
And it was good. On the last penalty corner you guys had, you scored. It was the straight pass to Laney and the slap shot. What would you like to see out of the penalty corners?
I'd like to see just get a shot on goal, because there have been games we didn't get a shot on goal. We got 5 or 6 corners and you don't get a shot. You're in a war then. You're not gonna really come out on the other end. We're fortunate, I think. I don't know we got 11 wins, 2 losses, and 1 tie. So it's been a tough road, but I think we'll be seeded 2, and we'll see. We'll see. I mean, they have the talent. Can they put it together for 60 minutes? That's going to be the real test. If they can, we got a goalkeeper that can keep the ball out. Sam Maresca's a junior Olympian. She makes saves standing on her head, and she helps us out. And she's also a leader as a junior. She's a captain, and you can hear Sam talking on the sideline when Sarah's goalkeeping. So Sam does the job back there. We don't have to worry about the defense. Sam's in charge.
And you have 1 or 2 games left, I think, and then playoffs. What would you like to see for you guys to improve on before the playoffs?
Well, the playoffs start next week. This was our last game. We'll probably be, I guess, the 2nd seed, and we'll play, I don't know, the 14th. And then we'll play the 7th. And then I think Greeley's 1st, Scarsdale 3rd, and Clarkstown South, who's 13-3. So the semifinals should be very interesting. Very interesting, and I think we'll be ready for it, and we'll see. Lace them up.
Back here on the post-game show, final score, Tigers 3-0. A goal by Sophie Showers and 2 goals by Lainey Pearson as the Tigers win this one 3-0, and they improve to 12-3-1, and John Jay is now 7-5-4. A lot of people to thank for today's telecast, including the Executive Director, Matt Sullivan, the Assistant Director, Dina Schumacher, the Community Sports Producer is Mr. Rob Moretti. For our camera crew, Shane McIver, Jeff Rado, and Rob Moretti. Once again, I'm Charlie McGraw saying thanks so much for watching and have a great evening.